Thanks, Johnny. This morning, Kansas City is recovering from another violent weekend. There were 3 separate shootings Sunday, leaving 5 people dead. The first was near East 36th in Michigan around 2 yesterday morning. Police found a 17-year-old boy shot to death in a car there. Then around 3, they found a man also shot in a car. This was at 31st and Prospect. He died later in the day. But perhaps the worst loss of life happened after those 2 shootings at 57th and Prospect, where 3 people were killed and 5 more are hurt. KMBC 9's Martin Augustine joining us live with the end of this violent weekend. Martin, what do we know?
Jamie, police are still untangling the events that led up to and included the gunfire there at 57th Street and Prospect, but they are talking to somebody they believe to be a person of interest in this investigation. Now, the gunshots erupted Sunday morning around 4:30, police finding all 3 of those victims who were killed there at 57th and Prospect. The others who were injured in the shooting, 5 others, arrived at local hospitals by ambulance or in a private vehicle. Now, that person of interest we mentioned, taken into custody later on Sunday in Grandview. This latest burst of deadly violence only adding more numbers to the city's terrible homicide total of this year, but that's something the city's mayor says can miss the point.
You can put them all together and make it a big number, but that makes it almost too academic. These are lives, these are people, these are families that are being touched. And so for us, we're trying to prevent every homicide. And right now, we're not doing it.
So why did this happen at 57th and Prospect? Well, again, police trying to piece together what they know to explain that, but they also are under the belief that there were a lot of people at that corner when the gunfire erupted, and that, understandably, most of those people scrambled away. So detectives believe there are plenty of people still left to talk to who can shed some light on what happened. Reporting live, Martin Augustine, KMBC 9 News.
This weekend's homicide brings the year's total to 97. This time last year, it was just more than 70. Now the community is saying enough is enough. Community leaders say the cycle of violence is disappointing and it needs to end. We spoke with Pat Clark, the president of the Oak Park Neighborhood Association. He was at the crime scene at 57th and Prospect Sunday morning. He says violence is a community problem and people need to start speaking up.
I need the shooters to understand that when you kill that person, you kill something in the people that are left behind that have to deal with the loss of a loved one.
And we talked to the brother of one of the men killed Sunday morning. He said his brother didn't deserve to lose his life. Right now, he said his family is just trying to figure out how to grieve.